Landry Black here. So I'd figure I'd just do a video to just kind of sum these things up really fast because I keep getting messages about this and emails about this. So I'll just say it. These are the top trades that I mostly get asked about, and these are the trades which have been tested over time in different groups where people have said pretty much the same thing. So I'll just fill you in really quick. These are the top trades from high to low on the risk scale. So one right here being the highest, bank transfers. I mean, I don't think I really need to explain this to you, how dangerous it is with these bank transfers. And I know someone might tell you, oh, it's easy. I've done this, I've done that, I've done all of these things. And then later you find out, oh man, my bank's like hitting me up for like 70 grand, or this or that happened, or this. Guys, stay away. If me or any of the top guys have not even had this as an option, then you shouldn't either. And even then, if someone has told you they've cracked the code to this, it's gonna be bad for you in the long end. So just trust me. Banks aren't stupid. Banks hate crypto, and why wouldn't they? I mean, if you're invading on someone else's space, if you're a burger company and I'm invading in on your space and I'm telling you, hey, why don't I go ahead and set up some of my famous burgers inside of your restaurant, I would hope you would say, no. So things like that. And I could have used cookies or whatever like that, but hey, it is what it is. I use burgers, deal with it. Second is cash apps. Guys, stay away from this. And I know people are still telling me right now, well, I still make like 300, 500 a day, Landry, on cash apps. It's not going to be for long. I am going to get a message from you eventually, or someone saying, oh, I got shut down. And let me tell you something. I did a little test on this whole cash apps thing. I wanted to see what people were talking about, what makes it so risky, how to figure out different things like that. I figured it out on the one side, to never get shut down. But on the other side, guys, if you don't have a conscience or some moral compass guiding you, which we all have, then you are going to, how do you put this, be involved in some really sketchy things. What I found, there'd be people messaging me and telling me like, hey, what's going on with the puppy or that I ordered? Puppy? What are you talking about, puppy? Yeah, I paid this much for a puppy. Oh man, yeah, dude, you got scammed. But hey, here's your money back. Hey, just to let you know, if it's too good to be true, don't do it. And I had many others like this. And the worst part of the ones are the guys that messaged me and wouldn't even say so. Most of them because they're buying drugs. So you're also being a mule for different people who are sending this and that, and then you got to pay those jokers back for that type of stuff. It's wrong. And even when my terms were tight, Paxful still gave me issues because there were so many of these scammers complaining, oh, this guy's scamming me, while they have innocent people texting me, telling me like, hey man, I just bought a puppy for my daughter, it's her birthday, this and that. I paid, 400 for it. Hey man, you got scammed. There is no puppy, but hey, here's your money back. I hope you can get to a pet store in time. So guys, be aware that the reason why these get shut down so quick is the same people selling you them, telling you it's legit, calling you bro, calling you this, or even babe, because some of them pretend to be women. Then that's on you. You deserve that. So just stay away from that. Apple Pay. Again, Apple Pay is just pretty much the same way as Cash App, guys. Anytime people are asking for your personal information or things like that, that's just a quick transfer and it's no so-called trouble to you. And I'm using air quotes, you can't see them, but you're going to fail. So just again, same thing. The only reason why I say Apple Pay is not that high on the level is because there's not as many scammers, but again, why risk that? Why mess? I love my Apple Pay. I love using it legitly. So again, that's why it's on here, but it's not as high as Cash Apps. Now, number 4, Walmart, Amazon, Lowe's, Ulta, etc., whatever it is, Chuck E. Cheese, whatever, gift cards. I'm from the U.S., so I'm not sure. Tim Hortons, whatever. So those gift cards are fine. If you want to trade for gift cards like that, if you're doing deals with different people and you want to do it that way, that's fine. The only thing I say what makes this not like number one is the fact that these are a little harder to get to, right? Many people say, well, hey, I've been sitting with my Walmarts open for a long time. And it's true, I was sitting like that for a long time as well. But do realize this. You will be able to get those trades in quicker for Walmart, Amazon, whatever your all those other cards, Airbnb, all those other cards quicker, the more trade you do. Again, Paxful has its own algorithm. So the more trades you do, the more likely they're willing to push people towards you. So after about 20, 50, successful one vanilla trades in a row, because I was trading every day, slowly I started to get on my Walmarts and I was able to open that up. And you get things 50, 70% off at Walmart and things like that. And people say, well, Landry, what about the scammers and stuff like that? Well, here's a few things you can fix. Now, this is your minimum trades required. Everyone gets this when they go to Paxful and they start to do a trade. They start to build an offer out, sort of say. So, in one part of this, before you say the trade's good and you make it live, is there's a part where it says minimum trades required. Now this means that anyone who has traded, and right now I have 10 in there as an example, anyone who has traded at least 10 times on the Paxful platform can see your offer. Now the thing is, guys, the lower that this trade minimum is, the higher the risk of the people who aren't so legit. Again, Walmart, Amazon, all those are legit trades, but the lower this is, the higher the risk. So you can start out at a low one to try to get some traffic. And again, I say higher the risk, but that's not 100% guaranteed that it's always a scam. I'm just saying higher. You're going to deal likely more with them. And I know those of you in my group, I've taught you what to look out for, and I've taught you what to do before you even release the Bitcoin and things like that to these certain individuals, the things to check and all of that. And even more so now, there's more things we've figured out. But you can raise this, okay? Now, again, you don't have to. Many of you, like I said, in my group, and those who have been trading not in my group, and that's fine, those have been trading as well, have understood this as well and know what to look out for. But if you want to get the trades in there quicker, lower this. If you want to deal with more legit people, raise this. Like for me, for example, I even would raise this over 150, maybe 200, and tell them, hey, don't just send me an e-gift card, send me, I want to see a cash receipt that you paid for this with. And that goes for Amazon too, that goes for any of those. So those are the sort of things you can help to do to try to get this one maybe to your number one. Maybe you don't even care about this and you're like, hey, I just want to diversify. So here's where you would be, and you'd spread it out doing different trades and cash them out in different ways and things like that. Now, number 5, obviously, I'm a big fan of this. It's the one vanillas and the prepaids and all of that. Again, this has a lot to do with it. I never on one vanillas have this at 10 because although that's the best one and the safest one, it also itself will have in of itself certain individuals who try to take advantage. And then there's people that just want to feed their families and things like that. So if you're doing this one vanilla trades and all that, master gift cards, make sure it's over 150, 120, whatever. And you watch my other videos on how I spot out the scammers on that. I never take debit card gift cards, no matter how much these people have done so much with me. And anyone who tries to say out of the blue after you've done like 50 trades with them, you've already done, if you've looked at your history, you've already done $10,000 worth of trades with these people, and all of a sudden they start saying things like, hey, can you please take this debit card? Just do me this one solid this one time. You might want to slow down trading with that individual from that point forward, because if he's going to bring that up out of the blue, all of a sudden, like, you really need to trade this $50 debit card receipt one with me? You really have to trade $50 when we've been doing $400, $500 trades? All of a sudden, I really need to do you a solid, guys. It's not going to be looking too good. And that's why, even in my group, we talk about a process. We talk about breaking it down. We talk about slowing it down, not putting all of your eggs in one basket. Diversification. I'm going to keep that is the theme for this month, diversification. So, these two you're always going to be solid on right here. I showed you how to make this one even your number one. So those are a few tips and